All right, guys, here we go. We are on to our Teacher of the Month and our Mustang of the Month celebration. Guys, it was a resounding choice this month. I can't read through all these letters, but you see this stack right here, right? All for this special teacher. I've selected a few. I'm not going to read all of them, but I am going to read clips and excerpts from a few. So, want to start here. Dear Mr. Hall, I believe that this teacher should be chosen for Teacher of the Month. The reason I feel this action should be made is they are one of the most positive, loyal, helpful, and joyful teachers I have known in the past 8 years of my life. They make sure that each and every student understands the information that we are being taught. And if we don't, they make sure that they help us enough so we all understand. Even though it is the beginning of second semester, I do believe that this teacher is truly the most respectable and helpful teacher in this building. The students of this class seem to agree with me because each and every time a student walks into the classroom, they beam with happiness and joy. Dear Mr. Hall, my class wants this teacher to be Teacher of the Month because she teaches her content in a way we will remember. They always encourage their students to do their best. They're always willing to help someone be their best self. Dear Mr. Hall, I think this teacher should be Teacher of the Month because they always are doing their best to help us learn. Also, even though we have to wear masks, their smile when looking at us shines through the mask. This teacher always makes sure we never give up and always try our best. If we don't understand something, they always help explain it to us. This teacher should also be Teacher of the Month because even when the students doubt themselves, they never doubt us. They always push us to be our best and never give up. This teacher cares for their students like we are her family, not just her students. Ladies and gentlemen, I could go on and on and on and on and on, but I'm not going to. Everyone, your February Teacher of the Month is no other than, in 6th grade, ELA from Team 6-1, Mrs. Clark. Congratulations, Mrs. Clark. Words are abundant about how much your students love you and care about you and everything, and they are so appreciative of everything that they do. We love having you here. You have been a fantastic addition to this family. We thank you for everything that you do to support our students in and outside of the building. And yes, that smile beams straight through your mask with everybody you interact with. Ms. Clark, congratulations. Well deserved. Keep up the great work. Students, don't forget, if you have that special teacher that you hope to have nominated and ultimately honored and recognized as Teacher of the Month, make sure I get your letters. Make sure we know about it. Remember, going back a few character traits, we always remind you about gratitude. Make sure your teachers know how much you appreciate them, and this is a great way to do it. Ms. Clark, again, congratulations. All right, guys, moving on to our Students of the Month, our fantastic Mustangs of the Month for the month of February, who exemplified the character trait of honesty and also integrity. Students in 6th grade, in Mrs. Clark's class, Charlotte Rios. In Miss Skierman's class, Jacoby Saunders. In Miss Rupert's class, Angel Aguilar Ramos. In Mrs. Matajeski's class, Malcolm Gordon. In Mrs. Collins' class, Rodrigo Garay Chavez. In Mrs. Prey's class, Ayana Partridge. In Mr. Alonzo's class, Carter Albee. In Mrs. Miranda's class, Madison McElhaney. In Mrs. Heyer's class, Gabby Ferrara. In Mrs. Monaco's class, Michelle Martinez Hernandez. In Miss Smith's class, Jose Soto. In Mrs. Johnson's class, Kamari Outing. And in Miss Roz's class, Augustin Mendoza. Congratulations to all of our 6th grade Mustangs of the Month. Great job, you guys. Keep up the great work for the rest of this school year. In 7th grade, our Mustangs of the Month for February, honor or exemplifying honesty and integrity. From Miss Loki's class, Briseida Andrade. In Mrs. Saul's class, Sofia Guerrero Huerta. In Mr. Klitsky's class, Gabrielle Fraser Brooks. In Mrs. Anderson's class, Rachel Wynn. In Mrs. Walton's class, Kayla Braxton. In Mr. Smith's class, Jose Gonzalez. In Mrs. Hutto's class, Julia Grooms. In Mr. Fennell's class, Cherish Moncrief. In Miss McClure's class, Madeline Vargas. In Mr. Appel's class, Joanne Contreras. In Mrs. McAllister's class, Kanaja Harris. In Miss Silverstein's class, Isai Guardado. And in Mr. Fraser's class, Emmeline Ortiz Cruz. Congratulations, 7th graders, on all of your success. We are so incredibly proud. Keep up your great work, Mustangs of the Month. All right, in 8th grade, my seniors, honesty and integrity was on the line for the month of February. Our top-notch students this month were in Miss Schwer's class, Jacob Velasquez. In Mrs. Eichert's class, Ulysses Hernandez. In Miss Martin's class, Addison Gorley. In Mrs. Hartwell's class, Catherine Perez. In Miss Threadgill's class, Devin Nizam. In Dr. Moore's class, Jason Sosa. In Mr. Rietville's class, Annabella Tinoco. In Mrs. Brabham's class, Brandon Salorza. In Miss Thompson's class, Demario Washington. In Miss Guerra's class, Annalisa Breeze. In Dr. Petty's class, Enoch Murillo. In Mrs. Belmont's class, Joel Tenorio. Congratulations to all of our Mustangs of the Month students. At this time, you know that we always honor and recognize our overall grade level winners, as well as the student who was sent on to the district level to be honored and recognized as the district student of the month. So students, for the month of February, our Mustang of the Month bios. From 8th grade, the student chosen to represent the 8th grade for the month of February is the epitome of this month's character traits, honesty and integrity. This student embodies other important qualities as well, including kindness, respect, and compassion. Those are just a few of the reasons this student was chosen by the 8th grade teachers. Others would be her willingness to lend a helping hand and her positive attitude. It is obvious that she takes her schoolwork very seriously by her grades and the effort she puts forth. She is a fantastic writer and an overall great student. The 8th grade teachers are very happy to announce that our overall Mustang of the Month for February is from Miss Walter's class, Miss Kaylin Wazalewski. Congratulations, Kaylin. It is so great to have you back in the building this year. Always seeing that smiling face around the building. Your teachers have it 100% correct. You are an overall great student. Great job, Kaylin. Very, very proud of you. Keep up the fantastic work. Congratulations. All right, in 7th grade, the 7th grade teachers had this to say about their overall grade level representative. Who are some of the people that come to mind when you hear the word honesty and integrity? I'm sure some of you are thinking about your parents. Others may be thinking of a well-known athlete or historical figure that has never taken a shortcut to reach their ultimate goals and dreams. Integrity and honesty are two of the most character-defining attributes a person can have. It defines who you are and what you stand for, and whether or not you can brave through conflict and hardship while sticking to your guns. Our 7th grade Mustang of the Month has exemplified these qualities throughout this pandemic year. Earlier in the year, this student was not quite grasping all the concepts in his math class. This student could have easily texted one of his peers for the answers, but he stayed on Zoom and honestly explained what parts of the material he was struggling with. The student has a true authenticity about him, and he rubs that off on anyone he comes into contact with. They stick to what they believe in, no matter what. The 7th grade teachers would like to congratulate Mr. James Basil from Mr. Doomermoose class on being named Mustang of the Month for the month of February. James, incredible job. Very, very proud of you. It is clear and evident through your work and through your teachers' comments that you have exemplified our character traits of honesty and integrity. Continue to live with those principles, and you are definitely set up for success, young man. Proud of you. Keep up the great work. All right, everybody. At this time, this is our district recipient out of 6th grade. The Mustang of the Month for 6th grade is a conscientious student who comes prepared to class and is ready to learn on a daily basis. They are always engaged in classroom activities and discussions. Each day, they have a positive attitude and smile that enhances our learning environment. They work hard to do well in school and is not afraid to be challenged. Besides their outstanding academics, what stands out about this person is how they demonstrate the traits of honesty and integrity. They are trustworthy. They are a trustworthy student who always makes the effort to do the right thing. They are recognized by both their classmates and peers as someone who leads by example. We are proud to recognize from Miss Westfall's class, Miss Yamali Hernandez Chavez. Yamali, congratulations. Wonderful job. So very, very proud of you. Love this piece about leading by example. Continue your great work, young lady. Congratulations on being voted as the overall Mustang of the Month for Bluffton Middle School. Your name has been submitted to our district office to be in the running for the Beaver County School District Student of the Month for February. Congratulations, guys, to all of our Mustangs of the Month. Everybody has been doing a fantastic job in this building. Congratulations, Ms. Clark. All the love that your students have for you. Guys, hope you have a fantastic weekend. Before we get out of here, we've got one more video for you, and I've got your Mustang charge. Let's check that video out right now.
Mental toughness, or what I call X-ray vision, is a lot different than motivation. Because if I said right now, everybody in here, we're all gonna run a half marathon in 5 days. And we all going, yeah, we're getting fired up. I said, yeah, we're gonna start tomorrow at 5 a.m. We leave. 5 a.m. comes. It's dark, it's cold, our bed is comfortable. It's hard to get motivated at 5 in the morning. And maybe you do it one day, but again and again and again. That is the X-ray vision. It's that mental toughness that says, you know what, I don't care that it's dark, wet, windy, cold. I'm gonna go anyway. You have to train your brain by doing things that make you uncomfortable consistently to build this mindset that when things get hard, which they will be, we don't shy away, we don't quit, We attack. I'm seeing through all those walls. I'm getting to where I want to go. The only way to increase your mental toughness is like a muscle, is to do things that make you uncomfortable. When you do things that stink every day, they might be making extra calls, they might be staying late at work, whatever it is, little things. You take your baseline from a 5 and you can make it a 6. And once it goes up, it never goes back down. You never go back down. It's all about taking your baseline that you operate on and raising it and challenging yourself and pushing yourself. How you do anything is how you do everything. It's those little things, the little decisions that you make every single day, as small as it seems, that create an environment in your head of what it is you're becoming. Are you a finisher, a quitter? What are you? How you do anything is how you do everything. Remember tomorrow. When you have a split-second decision that you have to make or whatever, remember how that decision is going to make you feel tomorrow. You want to drop out of the marathon at mile 18? Fine. How are you going to feel tomorrow when someone says, how'd you do? A quitter? I didn't finish my journey. Lazy? It's okay to not finish what you start. Think about how your decision is going to make you feel the next day and watch what happens. The foundation of that is your daily habits. It's creating winning habits, winning routines, and a winning mindset. That's the formula. It's all about getting comfortable being uncomfortable. And that is what gives you freedom.
Woo, Mustangs! You know Mr. Hall loves a good motivational video. So let me tell you from that video, the one thing that they said in that over and over there towards the end that really, really stuck out. For me, it was, think about how your decision now is going to make you feel the next day. And that's what self-control is all about, guys. That's what it's all about. Because in that moment, you may want to make that split-second decision. You may want to make that immediate reaction. But then you wake up the next day and you regret it so much. You have to make sure you can practice self-control. Think about how the decision that you're about to make, how you're going to feel about that the next day. It doesn't always have to be the next day, guys. It could be a minute from then. It could be an hour later. It could be a meal later. It could be a decision you make at lunchtime, and by dinner time, you're already regretting it. You always have to be forward thinking. And so when you guys get those urges, when those urges come, guys, we have to just pause. We have to have a pause, right? Action happens. Yeah? Mom and dad are yelling at us. They're fussing at us to get out of bed. Put your shoes on. I feel like I'm saying it every morning to my 7-year-old. Get your mask. Get your shoes on. Where are your socks at? No, your socks don't go on over your shoes. I'm making that up. It's not that bad. But it just feels like every day we're having the same conversation, right? And so sometimes, guys, you're getting fussed at home. Your day starts off on the wrong foot. You step on a toy and it hurts your foot. And then you don't get breakfast. And you end up at school. And the first thing that comes out of your teacher's mouth is something that just triggers you. That's where the pause comes in. Right? And you hear me pausing now. When you get so built up and you get so worked up to that point where you just want to snap and you have that impulse, I want to react, I need to say something, I need to do something back. No. Pause. Stop. Think. The action happens if we pause and just give ourselves 5, 10 seconds. For some of you, I'll even take 3. Before we act. Within that time, guys, within that pause, there's so much good that can happen. So much good. So it's so important for you to pause. you're at that point where you know you just want to snap, and we freeze. And we stop and we think. And we take that pause. And all of a sudden we're able to take that step back and go, no, I don't need to lunge for it. I don't need to react into this. We're good. So, as we move forward into this month, your Mustang Charge, guys, be able to pause. Be able to exist in that space. Be able to exist in that silence. Embrace the silence. It's actually a sign of strength, you guys. It's a sign of strength. Be strong. Have the mental toughness. Right? There's so many times where we want to exert our physical strength on somebody. They run their mouth. I'm going to show them. I'm going to get them to shut up. You don't need all that. You do not need all that. You got to be able to look somebody in the face and be like, okay. Or like one of my 8th graders up on the 8th grade hallway. I love seeing this strategy. That's their cue. That's that physical cue. Bring it back. Bring it back. It's all good. And that works. So whatever works, guys, for you to be able to practice self-control so you're not lashing out. Because remember, you don't want somebody to control your life. Don't let somebody else be responsible for the decisions or the choices you get to ultimately make or what you get to do in your life. There are people out there that get to make decisions for other people's lives. Don't let somebody be that person for you because you can't practice self-control. You got to find the inner strength, y'all. You got to find it inside. Strong heart, strong mind. And guys, you'll hear us say this over and over. Manage your impulsivity. Those urges that you get where you just want to react, manage it. Control it. Self-control is not something easy to do. I want to hear from many of you guys. Come up and find me if you practice that 20-minute cell phone test. I want to know if you can do it. I'm curious. Again, you can't do anything else. I want to see if you can lay on that bed, eyes just at the ceiling, nothing else. Phone on to the side. But you got to have the volume up because you got to be able to hear how many times that phone is beeping and dinging and ringing and trying to get your attention. Put that phone down, 20 minutes laying on your back. Nothing else. I want to see if you can do it. Be strong. Be mentally tough. A phone shouldn't be able to control you. A person shouldn't be able to control you. You are the person who is in control of themselves. You're strong, Mustangs. Remember, never give in. Everybody have a great weekend. Everybody make it a great month of March. Mustangs, practice in self-control. Manage that impulsivity. Everybody have a great rest of your day.